The Second American Revolution, the team behind DOGE's government overhaul. Introduction. The Second American Revolution is marked by a transformative initiative aimed at overhauling the U.S. government driven by the newly established Department of Government Efficiency DOGE under the leadership of tech entrepreneur Elon Musk. This ambitious reform seeks to enhance transparency, cut government waste, and leverage innovative technologies such as blockchain to modernize federal operations. However, the initiative has ignited intense debate regarding its implications for democratic governance and national security. Key developments and timeline. 1. Formation of DOGE. In early 2025, President Trump appointed Elon Musk to head the Department of Government Efficiency DOGE. This department was designed to operate outside traditional federal frameworks, enabling Musk to work directly with the White House and the Office of Management and Budget. The primary mission was to streamline federal operations, eliminate unnecessary regulations, and propose key reforms to enhance government efficiency. 2. Public Transparency Initiative. A cornerstone of Musk's leadership was a commitment to transparency. DOGE launched a public platform to disclose all actions and expenditures, establishing a leaderboard to showcase wasteful government spending. Musk characterized this effort as both tragic and entertaining, aiming to engage citizens in the government's financial practices. 3. Ambitious goals. Musk's vision included a radical reduction of federal spending from $6.7 trillion to $2 trillion. Achieving this goal would involve employing cutting-edge technologies such as blockchain to enhance operational efficiency, secure data, and streamline financial transactions across federal agencies. 4. Polarized public response. As the initiative unfolded, public reaction was sharply divided. Supporters praised Musk's private sector success and innovative approach, believing he could bring much-needed change to a historically bureaucratic system. Conversely, critics expressed concerns about the concentration of power in the hands of an unelected billionaire, arguing that such authority could undermine democratic institutions and threaten national security. 5. Controversies and backlash. Musk's leadership faced scrutiny when several government officials who opposed DOGE's access to key federal payment systems were suspended. Senator Ron Wyden, among others, raised alarms about potential economic risks associated with Musk's unprecedented access to critical financial infrastructure. 6. Integration of blockchain technologies. Musk's plan for DOGE included leveraging blockchain technology to modernize government operations. This would involve creating a transparent digital ledger for tracking federal expenditures, reducing fraud, and automating payment processes. The hope was that these innovations could lead to significant cost savings and improved accountability. 7. Future outlook. As DOGE aimed for tangible results by July 4, 2026. The potential for transformative changes in federal operations remained uncertain. Complications arose with the departure of co-leader Vivek Ramaswamy, leaving Musk to navigate the complex landscape of government reform alone. Themes and concerns. Support for innovation. Advocates for DOGE highlighted Musk's potential to inject fresh ideas and technological advancements into a stagnant bureaucratic system. They argued that his leadership could foster a new era of efficiency and accountability in government operations. Concerns over power dynamics. Critics emphasized the dangers of an unelected individual wielding substantial control over federal functions. This concentration of authority raised concerns about the implications for democratic oversight and the potential for conflicts of interest, particularly given Musk's extensive business interests. Transparency versus control. The commitment to transparency was a recurring theme, with proponents viewing it as a step toward accountability, while detractors questioned whether it served as a facade for consolidating power. The balance between open governance and the risks of overreach became a focal point of debate. Conclusion. The Department of Government Efficiency, led by Elon Musk, represents a bold effort to revolutionize U.S. governance. While the potential for significant reforms exists, the implications for democracy, national security, and the fundamental nature of government operations remain contentious. as DOGE strives to reduce waste and enhance transparency through innovative technologies. The nation watches closely to see whether this initiative will lead to a more efficient and accountable government or exacerbate existing concerns about power and oversight. The unfolding saga of the Second American Revolution will undoubtedly shape the future of American governance in ways that are yet to be fully understood. The content about the Second American Revolution and the Department of Government Efficiency DOGE under Elon Musk reveals several counterintuitive elements regarding governance, technological innovation, and democracy. 1. Billionaire leadership versus democratic norms. It is counterintuitive that an unelected billionaire like Elon Musk is taking the helm of a significant governmental department meant to enhance efficiency. While proponents argue that Musk's private sector success could drive necessary reforms in a bureaucratic system, this raises concerns about the concentration of power and potential erosion of democratic institutions. The idea that a single individual, especially one with substantial business interests, could effectively streamline government operations contradicts traditional democratic principles of elected governance and accountability. 2. Transparency as a double-edged sword. Musk's commitment to transparency through public access to DOGE's actions is presented as a positive development aimed at reducing waste and enhancing accountability. However, this transparency could also serve as a facade for consolidating power, where highlighting inefficiencies also allows for scapegoating and justifying further cuts or changes in government structures that may not be in the public's best interest. The notion that transparency will inherently lead to better governance is challenged by the potential for manipulation of this information for political or personal gain. 3. Blockchain integration and government efficiency. The push for integrating blockchain technology into government operations is framed as a revolutionary step toward modernizing federal processes. Yet, the reliance on technology to resolve deep-rooted inefficiencies may overlook significant issues like regulatory hurdles and the integration complexities of legacy systems. The assumption that technology can solve governance problems simplifies a multifaceted issue where human and political factors play a crucial role. For public response and polarization, the public response to Musk's leadership of DOGE is highly polarized, with some viewing it as a necessary shakeup of Washington's inefficiency while others see it as a dangerous precedent. The notion that a single charismatic leader can effectively drive reform in a complex political landscape contradicts the reality of entrenched interests, bureaucratic inertia, and the need for collective governance. This duality in public perception highlights how transformative ideas can lead to fragmentation rather than consensus. 5. Economic risks and national security. Critics like Senator Ron Wyden express concerns over the economic risks associated with the shift in power dynamics under Musk's leadership, particularly regarding national security and the potential for economic destabilization. This raises the counterintuitive idea that efforts to enhance efficiency and reduce government spending could inadvertently lead to greater vulnerabilities in critical areas such as national security and economic stability. The belief that cutting down spending will automatically lead to efficiency overlooks the complex interdependencies within government operations. 6. The role of innovation. While innovation is often touted as a solution to bureaucratic inefficiencies, the assumption that merely introducing new technologies or leadership styles will yield positive results is overly optimistic. The complexities of governance, public trust, and the slow pace of institutional change suggest that innovation alone cannot address the systemic issues that plague government operations. The expectation that revolutionary changes can be achieved quickly and effectively contradicts historical trends of reform in public administration. 7. Cultural critique of bureaucracy. The framing of government bureaucracy as inherently flawed and in need of a radical overhaul can be seen as a cultural critique that may overlook the essential functions these bureaucratic structures serve in a democratic society. The assumption that a tech-driven solution led by a figure like Musk can simply replace existing structures ignores the challenges of maintaining checks and balances within governance, further complicating the narrative of efficiency versus inefficiency. In summary, the discussions surrounding Elon Musk's leadership of DOGE and the broader implications of the Second American Revolution reveal a landscape where traditional notions of governance, accountability, and democratic principles are being challenged by the allure of innovation and celebrity influence. The content underscores the complexities and potential pitfalls involved in reimagining government efficiency in a rapidly evolving technological and political environment. In the report regarding the Second American Revolution led by Elon Musk and the establishment of the Department of Government Efficiency DOGE, there are multiple dimensions and details that may be overlooked yet hold significant implications for the future of governance and democracy in the United States. 1. The informal nature of DOGE. One of the most critical aspects of DOGE that is often overlooked is its informal structure, which enables Musk to operate outside traditional federal regulations and oversight. The lack of a formal appointment process or Senate confirmation raises questions about accountability and the checks and balances that typically govern federal agencies. This informal power can lead to a consolidation of authority in a single unelected individual, which could set a dangerous precedent for future governance. The significance lies not just in Musk's current influence but in the potential normalization of such power structures that could undermine democratic processes and institutional integrity. 2. Public transparency and the leaderboard concept. While Musk's commitment to transparency through the public availability of DOGE's actions is frequently touted as a positive reform, the implications of the leaderboard that highlights wasteful expenditures could lead to a performative aspect of governance. Critics may argue that this could devolve into a spectacle rather than a genuine accountability mechanism. The risks of oversimplifying complex governmental issues into easily digestible headlines could mislead the public about the nuances of federal spending and the complexities involved in addressing waste. This approach risks fostering a culture where government efficiency is measured solely by public perception rather than substantive change. 3. Integration of blockchain technology. The ambitious proposal to integrate blockchain technology into government spending and operations is often framed as a revolutionary step. However, the practical challenges and potential pitfalls of implementing such technology at a federal level are significant. Issues around data privacy, security, and the potential for technology to exacerbate existing inequalities are often glossed over. Furthermore, the reliance on a technology that is still in developmental phases invites questions about its reliability and efficacy in the context of public governance. The significance of this integration lies in its potential to either modernize government operations effectively or to create new layers of complexity that could hinder efficiency. For polarized public response, the report notes the polarized public reaction to Musk's role, but the implications of this polarization extend beyond mere public sentiment. The divide illustrates a broader cultural conflict regarding the role of billionaires in public policy and governance. Proponents who view Musk as a necessary disruptor of bureaucratic inefficiency often clash with those who see him as an embodiment of oligarchic control over democratic institutions. This polarization can lead to increased political instability and could further entrench divisions within the electorate, complicating consensus-building efforts essential for effective governance. 5. Economic risk concerns. The backlash from figures like Senator Ron Wyden regarding the potential economic risks associated with Musk's access to key federal payment systems highlights a critical area of concern that may be underestimated. The implications of Musk overseeing significant federal payment mechanisms introduce risks related to financial stability and the potential for conflicts of interest given his business interests. The significance here is twofold. It emphasizes the precariousness of intertwining private interests with public governance, and it raises alarms about the potential for misuse of power that could jeopardize economic security. 6. Future prospects and the departure of leadership. The departure of co-leader Vivek Ramaswamy adds another layer of uncertainty to DOGE's future. The ramifications of leadership changes in such a pivotal initiative can often lead to shifts in vision, priorities, and effectiveness. The significance of this instability could result in a lack of continuity in efforts to reform governance, ultimately hindering the ambitious goals set forth by the department. The potential for inconsistent leadership to derail reform initiatives is a crucial point that deserves close attention. 7. Long-term implications for democracy. Ultimately, the overarching theme of the report revolves around the implications of Musk's leadership for the future of democracy in the U.S. The tension between innovation efficiency and democratic norms raises fundamental questions about governance structures. The potential erosion of democratic accountability in favor of technocratic solutions could redefine the relationship between citizens and their government. The significance of this transformation is profound, as it could reshape not only how government operates but also how citizens engage with and perceive their institutions. In conclusion, while the establishment of DOGE under Elon Musk's leadership is framed as a bold attempt to reform government efficiency, numerous overlooked details reveal the complexity and potential risks of this initiative. The informal structure, the implications of transparency measures, the challenges of implementing new technologies, public polarization, economic risks, leadership instability, and long-term impacts on democracy all warrant careful consideration. The significance of these factors extends beyond the immediate context, as they could influence the future trajectory of governance and public trust in democratic institutions. The Second American Revolution, spearheaded by Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency DOGE, presents a multifaceted approach to reimagining U.S. governance. It is characterized by both ambitious goals and significant controversies. Here are 4 key points that merit in-depth analysis and discussion. 1. Innovative governance through technology and efficiency. Musk's vision for DOGE emphasizes the integration of cutting-edge technologies, notably blockchain, to enhance government efficiency. The plan aims to reduce federal spending from $6.7 trillion to $2 trillion while improving transparency and accountability. By implementing a blockchain-based system for tracking federal expenditures, the initiative seeks to create a secure and transparent digital ledger that can mitigate fraud and inefficiencies. This goal aligns with global trends where countries like Estonia have successfully employed blockchain technology to modernize public services. Discussion points. What specific technological frameworks will be utilized to achieve these goals? How can the U.S. learn from international examples of blockchain integration in governance? What are the potential challenges in implementing such technological systems in a historically bureaucratic structure? 2. Polarized public response and concerns over democratic integrity. Musk's appointment has generated a polarized public reaction. Supporters advocate for his private sector experience, arguing that it can drive necessary reforms in a bloated bureaucracy. Critics, however, express alarm over the concentration of power in the hands of an unelected billionaire, fearing that it undermines democratic processes and poses risks to national security. This dynamic raises questions about the implications of appointing individuals from the private sector to significant government roles without traditional checks and balances. Discussion points. How does Musk's leadership reflect broader trends in the privatization of government functions? In what ways can the government ensure accountability and oversight in initiatives led by private sector figures? What are the implications of this power shift for democratic institutions and citizen trust in government? 3. Commitment to public transparency. One of the hallmark features of DOGE is its commitment to transparency. Musk has initiated measures to make all actions and expenditures of the department publicly accessible online, including a leaderboard that highlights wasteful government spending. This approach aims to engage citizens in the governance process and foster accountability among federal agencies. However, concerns arise regarding the potential for this transparency to be used as a marketing tool rather than a genuine effort to reform governance. Discussion points. How effective can transparency measures be in fostering genuine accountability within government agencies? What mechanisms can be put in place to ensure that transparency does not become a facade for consolidating power? How can public engagement be enhanced in the context of governmental reforms? 4. Geopolitical and economic implications of DOGE's initiatives. Musk's efforts have not only domestic implications but also international consequences. By gaining access to critical federal payment infrastructures and implementing significant budget cuts, DOGE's actions could impact U.S. economic stability. Critics, including lawmakers like Senator Ron Wyden, have expressed concerns about the economic risks associated with Musk's leadership and its potential effects on the global economic landscape. This raises questions about the broader implications of such a governance overhaul on international relations and economic partnerships. Discussion points. What are the potential geopolitical consequences of Musk's approach to government efficiency? How might these reforms affect U.S. standing in global economic forums? In what ways can the government balance domestic efficiency with its responsibilities in international relations? In summary, the initiatives led by Musk's DOGE reflect a bold and contentious attempt to reshape U.S. governance through technology and efficiency. However, the implications for democracy, transparency, and international relations warrant careful consideration and robust debate. Each of these points opens avenues for exploration about the future of governance in an increasingly complex world. Here are 3 famous historical cases that share similarities with the theme of a Second American Revolution and significant government overhauls. 1. The French Revolution 1789 to 1799. The French Revolution was a period of radical social and political upheaval in France that had a lasting impact on French and global history. It marked the decline of absolute monarchy, the rise of radical egalitarianism, and the eventual establishment of a republic. The revolution arose from widespread discontent with the monarchy's inability to address economic crises, social inequality, and political corruption. Key figures like Maximilien Robespierre and the Committee of Public Safety sought to implement drastic reforms, much like the proposed structural changes under Musk's DOGE initiative. However, the revolution also raised concerns about the concentration of power in the hands of revolutionary leaders and the potential for tyranny, paralleling critiques of Musk's influence and authority. 2. The Russian Revolution 1917. The Russian Revolution, leading to the fall of the Tsar and the rise of the Bolsheviks, was a pivotal moment in world history. It emerged from dissatisfaction with the autocratic rule of Tsar Nicholas II, exacerbated by World War I's toll on the Russian populace. The Bolsheviks, led by Vladimir Lenin, promised peace, land and bread, advocating for a government that would be more efficient and responsive to the people's needs. The revolution sought to dismantle the existing political structure in favor of a more egalitarian society. However, it also involved significant violence and repression, mirroring concerns about the potential authoritarianism of unelected leaders in a purported reform movement, such as those surrounding Musk's DOGE. 3. The New Deal 1933 to 1939. In the wake of the Great Depression, President Franklin D. Roosevelt implemented the New Deal, a series of programs, public work projects, and financial reforms aimed at revitalizing the American economy. The New Deal focused on relief for the unemployed, recovery of the economy, and reform of the financial system. It represented a significant shift in the role of the federal government, expanding its influence in economic and social spheres. While the New Deal was met with both support and criticism regarding government overreach and fiscal responsibility, it reflects the ambition of large-scale reform efforts aimed at addressing systemic inefficiencies akin to Musk's goals with DOGE to streamline and modernize government operations. These historical cases illustrate the complexities and challenges of significant governmental reform, including issues of power, public trust, and the balance between efficiency and democratic principles. Future outlook, predictions for the Second American Revolution and the Department of Government Efficiency. DOGE As we look ahead to the future of the Second American Revolution spearheaded by Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency DOGE, several key predictions emerge based on current trends, technological advancements, and socio-political dynamics. 1. Transformation of government operations. The most significant change anticipated is the complete overhaul of government operations through the integration of innovative technologies, notably blockchain. By 2026, we may witness a fully operational blockchain system that tracks federal spending transparently, significantly reducing the opportunities for fraud and inefficiency. This transformation will not only streamline processes but could also set a precedent for other nations to adopt similar technologies, thereby positioning the U.S. as a leader in modern governance. 2. Financial reforms and budget cuts. Musk's ambitious goal to reduce federal spending from $6.7 trillion to $2 trillion will likely face challenges. However, if successful, this could lead to substantial shifts in fiscal policy. Expect a push towards privatization and deregulation, where the government relinquishes control over certain areas to private entities that can operate more efficiently. This could spark debates around the balance of power between public and private sectors, reshaping the landscape of American governance. 3. Greater public engagement and activism. The commitment to transparency introduced by DOGE, including public access to government expenditure data, will likely empower citizens to engage more actively in governance. We may see a rise in grassroots movements advocating for accountability and reform, as citizens become more informed about where their tax dollars are going. This could lead to a more participatory democracy where public opinion profoundly influences policy decisions. 4. Polarization of public opinion. As DOGE implements its reforms, the polarization surrounding Musk's leadership will deepen. Proponents will likely tout the efficiency and innovation brought by DOGE, while detractors will raise alarms about the concentration of power in the hands of an unelected individual. This division could lead to heightened political tensions, resulting in either significant reform victories or backlash that stymies progress. 5. Impact on national security and privacy. The introduction of advanced technologies like blockchain in government systems raises questions about national security and data privacy. As Musk's initiatives roll out, expect increased scrutiny over how sensitive information is managed and protected. Concerns about potential vulnerabilities in a more digitally reliant government will likely lead to the establishment of new regulatory frameworks aimed at safeguarding citizen data. 6. International influence and global standards. If DOGE successfully implements its reforms and demonstrates tangible benefits, it could inspire similar movements in other countries. This would not only reshape U.S. governance but could also contribute to the establishment of new global standards for governmental efficiency and transparency. Other nations may look to the U.S. as a model for adopting technology-driven reforms, possibly fostering a wave of governmental innovations worldwide. 7. Cryptocurrency integration and economic shifts. With Musk's ties to cryptocurrencies, particularly Dogecoin, the future may see increased integration of digital currencies into everyday transactions within governmental frameworks. This could lead to the U.S. exploring a digital dollar or integrating cryptocurrencies into its financial systems, reshaping how citizens interact with government services and potentially stimulating economic growth. 8. Legal and regulatory challenges. As DOGE's reforms face legal scrutiny, especially regarding issues of transparency and the concentration of power, we can expect a myriad of challenges. These could lead to significant court cases that test the limits of executive power and the role of private individuals in public governance. The outcomes of these challenges may redefine the legal landscape around governance and public administration in the U.S. 9. Technological innovations beyond blockchain. While blockchain is at the forefront of DOGE's agenda, other technological innovations such as artificial intelligence, AI, and machine learning will also play a crucial role in enhancing government efficiency. By 2030, AI could be implemented extensively in various government departments, optimizing everything from resource allocation to public service delivery. This integration will likely improve efficiency but also raise ethical questions regarding AI's role in decision-making processes. 10. Long-term sustainability of reforms. Ultimately, the sustainability of the reforms introduced by DOGE will depend on political will and public support. If citizens perceive tangible benefits from these changes, there may be a push for their permanence in the governance structure. Conversely, if the reforms lead to negative consequences such as increased inequality or reduced public services, backlash could result in a return to more traditional governance models. In conclusion, the future of the Second American Revolution and the Department of Government Efficiency under Elon Musk carries the potential for groundbreaking changes in how the U.S. government operates. While the path forward is fraught with challenges, the emphasis on innovation, transparency, and efficiency could redefine American governance for generations to come. The outcomes of these reforms will not only shape the U.S. but could also have far-reaching implications for global governance.